Just a quick reminder guys, this channel update is best enjoyed with headphones on. With all of this aside, please enjoy the video. Oh, what is everyone? Sparkman in 1980 Chief Editor of Disable Gaming Reviews here, coming here with another channel update, giving you guys the inside scoop on what's going on over the channel over the next couple of months. So in this update, we've still got a fair bit of ground to cover, so what of advice for you? Get some snacks, this one's going to be a long one. So with that being said, let's knuckle down and let's get to it. Now, on the account of what's been going on earlier on in the year, I simply have decided to take the most of August off. So that way I can return to work in the best way possible, and most importantly, to avoid any epileptic seizures. So, before we move on to the next stage of this channel update, I have a little confession to make. At about February March time, as a little creature comfort, I've decided to make yet another stupid purchase. Yep, that's Amy and Knuckles from the Japan exclusive Sonic All-Stars collection from Sony. Now, I picked up Tails, Sonic and Shadow over the course of last year. Also, due to the extreme rarity of the Amy and Knuckles plushes, I've decided to take advantage while the opportunity was still there. So the initial restock date for Amy was the 30th of June. That way I would be arriving before August. Unfortunately, due to supply chain issues, it got delayed till at least September.
This is outrageous. It's unfair.
But 1 week after the anniversary itself, an email came in from Mecha Japan saying to me my order has been shipped, thus completing the entire collection.
Yes.
Sorry guys, collector's mentality setting in. Anyway, ladies and gents, more on that later. So let's move on to our dedicated retro gaming review series, Retro S. In terms of retro gaming reviews on this channel, we have acquired yet another retro gaming system, thus opening the door for a lot more retro gaming reviews. What is this system, you ask? Well, take a look at this.
Taping again? Come on. I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why.
Yep, you guessed it, this is a Sony PSP. Originally released in 2005, this system was to fly in Nintendo soup in terms of the portable gaming market in the early to mid 2000s. Now this particular system has been modded with ARC 4 custom firmware.
Soft modding or jailbreaking definition 1. A technique of modifying the behavior of hardware, i.e. a video game console, to bypass restrictions or install custom firmware or software or homebrew games. A big advantage of using this method is, of course, you don't need to physically open the console itself, and it's pretty easy to do, providing, of course, you know on what God's green earth you're doing. A disadvantage of this is, of course, soft modding can only work on certain systems, for example the Nintendo Switches and PlayStation Portables, and even the PS Vita. Other consoles, for example the Xbox 360, requires actual modifying the hardware, more commonly known as G-tagging, to actually reap the same benefits as soft modding. Using both techniques carries very serious risks to your system. One wrong move, your console becomes a very expensive paperweight. So, word of advice for you, read up on an online tutorial, so that way you know how to soft mod that console safely before you actually do it.
Okay, with this out of the way, let's move on to what's going on in the review side of the channel. Okay, in terms of the review side of the channel, we're bringing in the big guns. We can confirm that we have 3 recent releases currently going to be reviewed on their respective launch weeks. Starting with this video being posted to YouTube, the Sonic All-Stars Collection, which I've mentioned earlier in this channel update, and I are going to be holding the line against the relentless Locust Horde. With the recently released remaster of the 2006 shooter that really put the Xbox 360 on the map and was at the time revolutionary in a number of ways. Yep, that's Gears of War Reloaded. And then coming on September 25th, it will be a case of start your engines, or for the first time in decades, Extreme Gear from Sonic Riders, with the latest racing game of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Now, I have pre-ordered the deluxe edition from the game, so I can play my favorite character from Sonic Prime, Tails 9. Haha, you know it. And I have access to the game 3 days early. Also, I have participated in the game's open network test, so in that retrospect, I kinda had a head start on that one. So I'm hoping to get that posted on the standard edition's launch day. Then, releasing October the 11th, I will be taking a look at the game from the franchise that has been seen as Call of Duty's biggest competitors. Yep, that's Battlefield 6. We'll be able to see whether or not this franchise has redeemed themselves after the absolute train wreck that is Battlefield 2042. Again, I participated in the game's open beta weekends. Seriously, I had to sit around in a Twitch stream for half an hour for an early access key. Seriously guys, the things I do for you. So once again, I have a head start on that retrospect. Now before we move on to the Let's Play side of the channel, it is time for an open question. This year has been a very interesting year in terms of AAA titles releasing in fall this year. We have Battlefield 6 releasing October the 11th, as I previously said, and Call of Duty Black Ops 7 releasing on the 14th of November. Now in recent months, the previous entry of the series, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, attracted a lot of flack by the player base in recent months. Now this is due to the franchises simply have lost their way and not taking themselves seriously enough, and this was proven by the ability to play Mike Judge's Beavis and Butthead and numerous characters from American Dad, which feels out of place in a military style shooter. Battlefield 6 seems to be doing the bipolar opposite of that. Now obviously Call of Duty seems to be playing damage control by announcing that these skins will not carry over to Black Ops 7. So what do you think? Are you going to be picking up Call of Duty Black Ops 7 or Battlefield 6? Guys, you probably know the drill by now, and let me know down in those comments. So, let's move swiftly on to the Let's Play side of the channel. Okay, 9, it's over to you. Thanks, James. It's 9 here, assistant head of DJR Plays with the Let's Play update. Now, our current playthrough of Half-Life Alyx with the no VR mod is still ongoing. We're hoping to get this game finished by November. And then we'll be focusing on the original Half-Life 2 expansions as we go to the Black Maze incident of the viewpoint of Half-Life security guard Barney Calhoun.
Hey, catch me later, I'll buy you a beer.
Fun fact for you guys, did you know that Blue Shift was originally to become a Dreamcast exclusive? And then we'll be going straight into Max Payne 2, continuing the story of the events of the original Max Payne. Now, I understand this may be a little off topic, you know, with the Let's Play side of the channel, but Ted, we hear you loud and clear. We will be posting the Majora's Mask review sometime in October, due to the creepy undertones of the game. We feel that it's a bit more appropriate. Okay then, well, that's more or less everything we want to cover in this channel update. It is best for us to sign off and chainsaw some grubs. This is Spartan Commander 1990 Chief Editor of Disable Game Review signing off. We will see you guys in the next review.